Adventures by Morse. Carlton E. Morse presents The Cobra King Strikes Back, featuring Captain Friday.
If you like high adventure, come with me. If you like the stealth of intrigue, come with me. If you like blood and thunder, come with me.
Two American girls and 5 American men, hemmed in on all sides by the great Indochina jungles, their fates in the hands of 2 young Khmer priests, each of whom is known to have killed. Taquan, one of the priests, is ever present to administer to the Americans. Fen Lo, the other, is an elusive shadow, never quite seen, but his presence always felt. And the end of the journey is a stupendous pile of temple ruins, untold centuries old. Earlier this evening, Captain Friday and Skip Turner held a private conversation on the stone balcony, 1,000 feet in the air, where the mountain monastery looked down over the vast wilderness of Cambodia.
You know, Captain, we're in a sweet mess if Taquan turns against Dr. Carter.
Dr. Carter still swears by him.
Even since he admitted killing that priest last night?
Yes. Doctor says he did it in defense of Patricia and Celia.
Well, of course, that lines up with the girl's story. You think this is the end of our journey?
Well, looks like it.
You mean you think this is a hideout of those Khmer priests who are trying to stir up a revolt in Indochina with their Emerald Cobra?
This is the place. Also, this is where we're going to find Fen Lo, if we ever find him.
Looks like the French government give us a tough job, all right, if we got to comb Fen Lo out of this rat's nest and then get him back through the jungles to civilization.
He was our prisoner once. We don't go back without him.
Well, I hope Dr. Carter's getting all the scientific stuff he come here for. Funny what scientists will go through to find out about the stuff they're interested in.
Ian, Perry, and Celia have been taking notes and making drawings and copying inscriptions from the walls all day.
Yeah. Well, night's closing down. Shall we go back inside?
There's Dr. Carter's dinner gong. Come along.
With the passing of the daylight, interest in the temple gave way to uneasiness, and as night settled, to a nameless fear. And now that the evening meal is over, the party is grouped before the great fire in the chamber whose floors are covered with beautiful fur rugs, upon which the members are lounging.
Oh, you folks don't want to hear any more of this gruesome business. You won't be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, go on, Perry. I won't be able to sleep anyway.
Sure, don't go starting something you can't finish.
Well, as a matter of fact, I hadn't intended getting in so deep.
Oh, don't be so tantalizing, Perry. Let's hear about this loup-garou or whatever you call them.
What do you think, Professor LeBrun?
I think we were very unwise to bring the subject up at all.
Well, he's got me scared stiff already with his talk about werewolves, witch doctors, cannibalism, and that sort of thing. You might as well finish it.
Doesn't make a very pleasant bedtime story, Celia.
Well, I think it's all a lot of cockeyed banana oil myself. There ain't no such thing as a werewolf.
Quite true, Skip. The werewolf, as far as the civilized world is concerned, is extinct.
Oh, there never was such an animal.
My word, such finality.
Well, it ain't reasonable.
When a man takes that attitude, Skip, I always get the impression he's trying to reassure himself.
Oh, you mean to say that Skip Turner's afraid?
Oh, look here, Patricia. That's rubbing it in a bit.
Well, are you going to tell us some more about the brutes, or ain't you, Perry?
Oh, sure, if you want it, I'll tell you. Hey, look at Dr. Carter and Captain Friday, stretched out on their rugs in front of the fire. Wonder what they're talking about.
You still feel certain that Taquan is to be trusted, Dr. Carter?
Do you think, Captain Friday, that I'd place 7 precious lives in the hands of a man I didn't trust implicitly?
Maybe not intentionally, Doctor. But you could misplace your trust.
You haven't any reason to distrust Taquan.
No. But something warns me that we're in a pretty tight spot.
I can vouch for that myself, Captain. We are in a ticklish position. But that isn't the fault of either Fen Lo or Taquan. What you vaguely feel is the force loose in the jungle over which they have no control.
Well, maybe.
It's true. Evil forces. You know, Captain Friday, I doubt if Taquan would have led this party into the jungle if he'd known at the start what he's since discovered.
Meaning what?
Fen Lo and Taquan were small boys when they left this part of the world and went to Saigon for education. Then, without returning here, they were sent to the United States. They left the jungle before they knew all that the jungle held. Now that they've come back with their eyes open, they're as astonished and horrified as you and I at some of the practices.
Can't they put an end to them? You've said over and over that these two Cambodians are returning as prophets of the Khmer religion.
And so they are, but unfortunately, two prophets are not as strong as age-old practice. They'd have to kill every Khmer priest in the region to wipe out the evil that creeps through this jungle at night.
You're keeping something back, Dr. Carter. What is it? What is this evil that creeps through the jungle at night?
Captain Friday, did you ever hear of the Steppenwolf of Russia, the witch wolf of the American Indians, the werewolf of Germany, also the loup-garou of the Central European countries of the 18th century?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Perry, is there no end to the grisly details?
Well, you would have them. They demanded them, didn't they, Professor LeBrun?
Perry, you are wrong in one detail. The werewolf does not always leave behind the track of a wolf. That is the popular conception, but according to both German and Russian scientists, as often as not, the entire body is not transformed.
You mean that sometimes they have the body of a man and the face of a wolf?
Or perhaps only the brain is twisted, so that you would not know that the person was of that nature, except for certain physical characteristics. Oh, except, of course, when he was in one of his maniacal tempers.
Then the thing that attacked Celia and me last night might have been one of those things?
Except that I never before heard of the creatures inhabiting French Indochina.
Professor, what are the physical characteristics? Well, how can you tell a werewolf?
Eyebrows meeting across the nose.
Oh, honestly, I've known a number of men whose...
Oh, but that characteristic alone doesn't indicate anything, Patricia.
Oh, what else?
Long, slender, pointed fingers.
Like mine?
Even more exaggerated than yours, Celia.
Oh.
Sharp, pointed, elongated front teeth.
Yeah? Wolf's teeth, huh?
Usually a mop of black curly hair.
Indicative of a wolf's pelt.
Tendency towards an airy body.
Oh. Feel my hands, Patricia. They're as cold as ice.
Oh, it's silly to go on talking like this. None of us will be able to sleep tonight.
Well, you couldn't hire me to go into that room where we were last night. But, Professor LeBrun...
My dear child, haven't you had enough?
No, I want to know all about it. What happens when they change from a man into a wolf?
You know, Celia, they go in packs like wolves.
They do?
Sure. The pack has a leader. He's usually more possessed than the others. The changing of the moon affects him.
You mean the moon changes him into a werewolf?
Well, according to one theory.
Yeah, sounds to me like they was just plain crazy.
There's a very close connection, Skip.
But what happens?
Go ahead, Professor. You tell them. I'll put another log in the fire.
Oh, Sierra.
Oh, please, please. I'd much rather know the truth than just think and think about it, imagining all sorts of awful things.
Queer. It must be in the air. I haven't spoken on this subject for years. I haven't even wanted to. The last time I took part in an open forum concerning werewolves was the night I left the university in Budapest, just before the war. It was winter time. An unrecognized son of Emperor Franz Joseph, a classmate, he took half a dozen of us to his winter place back in the forest for the holidays. Our host's name was Joseph. He was a peculiar chap. The same atmosphere that prevails tonight took hold of us. We sat about till midnight or so, eating cheese and a tough kind of rye bread and sloshing it down with mugs of stinging beer. Couldn't talk of anything but these human beasts. Someone would try playing the piano. Joseph led us in bawdy songs. No, it didn't work. The conversation always turned back to the same thing. How the leader of the werewolves races through the village streets calling to its pack, races into the night with swift, black shadows at his heels.
Go on, Professor.
Can't you picture it? Dignified, scholarly man, seated poring over his books, beautiful home, warmth, comfort. And then suddenly, the savage howl of a wolf, the call of the pack. The man leaps to his feet. Blood rushes to his cheeks. The scholar stands trembling. And the howl comes again. He struggles with his collar as though strangling. He rips his clothes to shreds with his pointed nails. Then, suddenly from his own throat, comes a terrible, blood-curdling howl. A nauseating odor of the wolf permeates the room as he leaps through the window and is off into the night, at the heels of the leader. Or perhaps it is a young husband, the distant howl, in terror lest he cannot get out of the house before his madness grasps him. He leaps from the bed beside his horrified wife and plunges headfirst from the window into the deep snow to howl and froth away into the night. And his poor wife lies shivering, wondering if her poor husband has not been torn to pieces by the wolves. You see, she is not aware that her husband is one of the mad pack.
Oh, no.
That was the manner in which we passed the hours until one by one we fell into a sort of stupor. Joseph slept right where he sat, and the rest of us did the same. I was awakened by the chilled air. It was morning. The fires were dead. The room was wretched. It still was littered with last night's repast and smelling foully of tobacco smoke and stale beer. I got up so stiff I could hardly move, and I shook the others awake. And then I noticed that one of the window panes was broken. Still stupid with sleep, I stumbled to it and I looked out. I took just one terrible look. I don't remember whether I cried out. I just fell to my knees and I gave myself up to the worst case of nausea I've ever known. For an hour and a half, I was torn and racked with this terrible sickness. My stomach was in open revolt. The other 5 guests were no better off. Oh, we were put to bed. But the moment we were able to travel, we packed our bags and returned to Budapest. And 2 months later, I came to the United States.
Well, what'd you see?
The body of Joseph.
Yeah? Murdered?
Torn and ripped almost beyond recognition by Fangs. Signs of wolf tracks in the snow all about.
Professor Lebrun, is this a true story?
I was never more truthful in my life, Patricia.
And it all happened just like things are happening tonight?
As I said before, Celia, I never heard of that type of demon worship in this part of the world.
But we smell the animal smell.
And the thing we saw was most certainly mad. Viciously mad.
And it whimpered just like an animal.
Listen.
Oh, I didn't hear nothing.
Be still. Dr. Carter, did you and Captain Friday hear anything?
What is it, Professor?
Just listen.
There it is. Wolf howl.
Oh, Perry, not really.
What do you think, Doctor?
Professor Lebrun, exactly the same thing you do. I know what that signifies. So do you.
I'm afraid so.
You mean the thing you were telling me about, Dr. Carter, is about to take place?
Exactly, Captain Friday.
The thing for us to do is to barricade ourselves in this room. It can be done. Perry, the big entrance door bars from the inside. Skip, see what you can do with that smaller door, will you?
Hey, now, this is something like it. Come on, Perry, let's get a little action into this. I've had the jitter and juju sitting around holding my hands.
What about it, Dr. Carter?
Captain Friday's in command now, Perry. Do what he tells you.
Come along, Dr. Carter. Out on the balcony.
Oh, there it is again. It's coming nearer.
But what is it that's happening?
I don't know. Maybe that's the leader of the pack.
Coming here?
Oh, you 2 girls remain right here by the fire. You'll be safe enough.
But what are my father and Captain Friday doing out on the balcony?
A matter that does not concern you in the least. Now, stay here.
You're not telling me what to do, Professor Lebrun.
I warn you, Patricia, if you step out on that balcony tonight, you'll regret it the remainder of your life.
You mean?
Oh, we'll not go into that. Oh, good. Here comes Captain Friday now.
I'll never be able to reach the balcony. It's a good 30 feet from the ground. We'll be safe in watching what happens from there.
We must post men inside. I don't think there's a secret entrance to the room, but we mustn't take a chance.
Well, they'll never get in through that small door, Captain.
Now, listen.
Did you hear that? That came from inside the temple. Somebody's responding to the call.
I hope nobody in this room's a werewolf.
Oh, my dear Celia.
Look at Professor Lebrun. He ran out on the balcony.
Did you see the look on his face? Did you see his face?
Carter party is barricaded in the great chamber of the Temple of Priests. Outside, the ravaging howls of the wolfmen. Khmer priests answering the call of the leader of the pack. With the first of the cries, Professor Lebrun's face became intent, and then he rushed from the room to the balcony, looking down on the savage moonlit scene outside.
Did you see the look on his face? Did you see his face?
You don't suppose he's... Skip, follow me.
You bet you.
Boss, come back here.
Patricia, stay where you are.
But Dr. Carter.
Harry, stay here with the girls. I'm going out on the balcony and see what this is all about.
Sure, go ahead, Doctor. Darn glad we're armed. Now, there, Patricia.
Harry, what is...
There goes another one out of the temple. This place must be full of them. Come on, you two, crowd up here to the fireplace with me.
Here, what's going on out here in the balcony? Are you all right, Lebrun?
Don't be ridiculous, Doctor.
What made you run out here like you did? You frightened the girls.
I wanted to catch a glimpse of the person leaving the temple to join the pack, if I could.
Well, did you?
Yes, look. Look quick. There goes another one now. See, just a shadow.
Yeah, I seen him. Hey, but it was on his feet.
Of course.
The breeze that's bringing us the leader's call should bring something else. Any of you smell anything?
I got it when I first came out. It's in the air, all right.
You mean that funny smell?
Odor of predatory animals. That's it.
I've seen enough. Come on, Skip. Come on. We'll go inside and watch with Perry.
Sure, suits me.
The least sign of danger, call us in.
Okay, Chief. Hey, Perry, how you get that way? Look here, Professor. An arm around each girl.
Professor Lebrun,
Something wrong?
are you all right?
I never felt better in my life.
Then you're not.
No, I'm not a werewolf.
but you looked so strange when you ran out on the balcony.
Oh, an overworked imagination.
Oh, I'm glad.
I'm sorry. I thought you were...
Oh, that's terrible.
Celia, stop trembling like that.
I can't help it.
What do you think of that? There must have been a dozen of them racing down the hall and out to join the pack. I'll recheck the doors off the hall.
Hey, suppose they try to gang up on us. That many of them could...
One of them's at the door now. Hey, Dr. Carter, Captain Friday, come here, quick.
What's the matter? What is it, Perry?
One of them's trying to break in.
What's this?
The door. One of them's at the door.
Who is it? Who's out there?
Don't open that door, Doctor.
Answer out there. Who is it?
I beg you, Dr. Carter,
It's Taquan.
open up to me. It is Taquan. Open to me.
Look out. Maybe a ruse to get the door open.
He sounds in terrible pain. Taquan! Taquan! Are you alone?
I am alone. Be quick before they come for me.
I'm going to open the door.
Wait a minute. Skip, keep your gun handy.
I got it, Chief.
Stand to the right of the door. Perry, take your gun and stand to the left of the door. Professor, you and I will stand directly in front. Dr. Carter, swing the door open and drop behind it so you'll be out of the line of gunfire.
Well, hurry. I can hear the poor fellow panting and groaning.
Are you ready?
Let her rip, Chief.
Then open the door.
Yes? Yes, he's alone, Captain.
All right, drag him in, Skip.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Close the door and bar it. Good. Not any too soon.
Oh, look at his face.
Everyone stand back, please. Here, Taquan, lie down in this robe. Perry, go to the fountain on the balcony. Bring me some water, will
Here,
you?
look at him. All ripped up with claws.
Might be serious. Get Lebrun, Skip. This boy needs a professional. We'll have you fixed up in a minute. I need some bandages. Something clean.
Well, I just got out a fresh underskirt, boss. Would that do?
Yeah, take it off. Tear it up into strips about 2 inches wide, will you?
All right.
Go over behind that screen. Hurry.
All right. Come with me, Celia.
Yes, but I'm shaking so.
Oh, it'll only be a minute. Here, Celia. Undo me in the back. I'll have to take my dress off.
I can hardly make my fingers work. There.
All right. Now the underskirt.
The straps are pinned to the...
Oh, never mind. Break them. Yank them loose. Here, like this.
Oh, I'm jelly inside. I'm not brave at all.
Well, I'm not brave either, but this is an emergency. Now, help me get back into my dress.
All right.
No, the other way. Oh, let it alone. I can do it better myself. Here, take the skirt and start ripping it up.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. You want me to fasten you up again?
No, never mind that now. Come on out in the light so we can see what we're doing. Here, give me the skirt.
Here's your pan of water, Captain.
All right, Skip. Hold the pan. I want Perry to help me bathe these scratches. What's keeping Lebrun?
He's checking the hall doors, Chief. Said he'd be right back.
Dr. Carter, start cutting away his clothes wherever you see a claw mark, will you?
My poor friend.
How are those bandages coming along?
Does it make any difference how long they are?
Longer the better, that's all.
Okay.
The doors are secure. Well, what's the trouble here?
It's Taquan. Hey, you'd better take over, Professor.
Yes, these wounds should be washed. We'll need warm water.
Hey, Professor, there's another one of them pots out on the balcony. What about filling it up and setting it on the fire?
Go ahead, Skip.
He hasn't said a word. Is he conscious?
Do not fear for me. It is not I for whom my heart weeps.
Out of his head.
Find any marks in his body?
Number of deep gashes on his left side. Look. Look here. Something's bitten into the flesh here.
Here, let me see. That needs immediate attention. Perry, you go on washing the face. Captain, roll him toward you just a bit. There. That's better.
Yeah, that's a humding of a fire. You'll have hot water in no time.
Oh, wring out your handkerchief and hand it to me, Perry. Thanks. Captain Friday, take the longest blade of your knife and bury it in the coals for 2 minutes and then bring it to me.
Hey, Professor, what's that for?
Just stand back out of the light, will you, Skip? All my emergency equipment would be where I can't lay hands on it now that I need it.
One skirt takes an awful lot of bandages.
Well, we'll need them. Get a couple of the longest ones handy. Roll them up. Don't handle them any more than you can help. There now. Wash the blood out of that handkerchief and give it back to me, Perry.
Here comes Captain Friday with the knife.
All right. Never mind the rag, Perry. Give it to me quick, Captain. Hang on tight, Taquan. I'm going to burn out this wound.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Don't let the girls watch. Sit on his legs, Doctor. Captain, will you and Perry hold his arms down? Ready?
All over.
Get hold of yourself, Celia.
Now those bandages, Captain Friday.
Here you are.
Thank you, Captain.
Water's hot now, Professor.
Good. Skip, reach in my left upper pocket. Unbutton the flap and get that vial. Got it?
Okay, teacher.
Drop 8 or 10 drops in the water. Perry, take a clean piece of cloth and rewash the wounds on his face while I finish bandaging this.
Oh, yes, sir. You'll ever see a fellow with more nerve? Not a peep out of him after that one yell.
Fainted, that's why. Won't try to bring him to, you know, until we've finished. His heart's all right.
Not much we can do, Captain. The professor seems to have things pretty well in hand.
Yes, we've got his clothes cut away from all the slashes and cuts on his legs.
Celia seems to be in a bad way. I'll see what I can do for her.
Pretty rough experience. How are you, Patricia?
All right, boss. That smell of burned flesh kind of got me for a minute.
Well, you're taking it fine. Hang on.
Thanks. Gee, did you ever see anyone so marvelous with his hands as Professor Lebrun?
Yes. He's more than a college professor. He's one of the finest surgeons in the West.
There. Now we'll swathe his whole face in cloths dipped in this medicated water. It's the best we can do for him now.
What do you make of these scratches, Professor?
Made by human nails, and they were human teeth that bit him.
Hey, you don't mean they're cannibals?
Hardly. Cannibalism consists of more than tearing human flesh with nails and teeth. Not cannibals. Just plain demented fiends.
In other words, werewolves.
After a fashion, yes. Another strip of bandage, Patricia.
Here, Professor.
Good girl. Skip, put more water on the fire. Captain Friday, will you put your thumb on this bandage? Handicapped without adhesive tape.
Hey, look, your teacher. I ain't heard any sounds outside for quite a bit now. Maybe I could sneak out where your medical stuff is and bring it in.
You'll do nothing of the kind, Skip. Those doors stay shut and barred.
I agree. There, Perry. That will take care of his head and the worst of the body scratches.
He looks more like a mummy than a living person.
We've left openings for his mouth and eyes.
Hey, look at there, Professor. He's moving.
Coming around. That's good.
Will he be in much pain?
Oh, the worst is over. I've got to clean up a little myself now.
Dr. Carter, what do you suppose Taquan meant when he said that it wasn't himself that his heart wept for? A queer sort of thing.
I don't know exactly, Captain. I have a vague sort of idea, but I think we'll have to look to Taquan himself for the true explanation.
How's Celia?
Not so good. I made her lie down on a rug in front of the fire.
Uh-oh. He's opening his eyes. Feel pretty sick, Taquan?
Where is my friend, Professor Lebrun?
He'll be right back. Are you in pain, Taquan?
No, not pain in my body. The bleeding is in my heart.
Well, take it easy now. You're going to be all right.
I am not badly hurt then.
Nothing that won't be all right in a few days.
Dr. Carter, come close. I want to tell you, you have no friends here among my people but myself.
What's that, Taquan? What about Fenlo? You promised us the protection of Fenlo.
What's happened, Taquan?
Captain Friday, you need not worry longer about my brother priest, Fenlo.
What's that supposed to mean?
Can you tell us, Taquan?
Fenlo is no more. I have killed Fenlo, my brother priest, with my own hands.
What, Taquan? You've committed another murder?
I have killed Fenlo, and there are none but enemies against us in all the jungles of Cambodia.
The ancient Khmer priests are out of hand. They have turned against their natural leader, Taquan. He can no longer promise the Carter party protection. His own life is at stake. Listen next week to the 9th episode of The Cobra King Strikes Back, entitled The Fangs and Teeth of the Enemy. You are listening to Adventures by Morse. Adventures by Morse. Carlton E. Morse presents The Cobra King Strikes Back, featuring Captain Friday.
If you like high adventure, come with me. If you like the stealth of intrigue, come with me. If you like blood and thunder, come with me.
Deep in the jungles of Cambodia, and high on the top of a hollow mountain, there stands the ruins of an ancient Khmer temple. Within this decaying symbol of the past have lived for generation upon generation the ancient holy priests of the race that once worshipped the precious seven-headed emerald cobra. The race of Khmers is now vanished, but still the priests, hidden away from the world, have carried on. But let Captain Friday tell it.
Yes. Well, the temple of priests and the priesthood were unknown to the world outside until Taquan, a young Khmer priest, a graduate of the University of California, led his good friend Dr. Carter and his party to the stronghold. Taquan wasn't anxious to have my secretary, Patricia, Skip Turner, and myself on the trip, but Dr. Carter insisted, and so we were included. As soon as we arrived here, we began to notice strange, unnatural actions. You noticed it, Professor Lebrun.
Oui, every voice in the night, every shadow upon the wall, every temple passageway was fraught with vague, sinister promises.
That's right. And then on the second night came the chilling wolf howl, a howl which emanated from human throats. The air was filled with the raw, pungent odor of the wolf pack, slinking human figures, teeth agleam, eyes red with madness, scrambled from the temple passages and fled, frothing and howling to join the leader of the pack.
Dr. Carter and his friends locked themselves in one of the great halls. Suddenly, there was a knock, and student priest Taquan cried out to be allowed to join them. The door was opened, and there lay the young priest, torn and bleeding, the victim of human claws and teeth. He was brought into the room, the doors relocked, and then he was bound up as well as possible. And then he whispered out his story of how he had killed Fenlo, his brother priest.
Taquan, you murdered Fenlo?
Why do you give evil interpretation to every action, Captain Friday? Murder is an evil word.
Murder is also an evil deed, Taquan.
Then I did not murder Fenlo. I killed him. But the thing I did was good.
So you say. But it just happens that the individual is never the final word in such matters.
Please, I have had enough of your occidental moralizing.
Well, anyway, Chief, that's one worry off our shoulders. Daquan's taking care of one job for us.
If he did kill Fenlo,
Dr. Carter, make them understand. Their very lives depend on their faith in me now.
You have something to tell them?
I must tell them what has happened. They must understand what goes on here, or they will never leave alive.
Captain Friday, do you mind if we take Daquan on faith for a bit?
go ahead. We'll hear what he has to say.
Do you hear that?
We not only have heard, but we saw Daquan.
It was best that you did, Dr. Carter. You would not have believed me otherwise.
We understand this madness, Daquan, if that's your story. But tell us, is the whole of the priesthood involved in this disgusting practice?
That is what I have to tell you. I was born here. As a little boy, I spent my time between the temple of the priests and the rice fields below the jungles. My mother was the daughter of the rice fields. My father was a priest.
I see. You were trained in the traditions of the priesthood here in the temple and spent your leisure time with your mother.
When my temple training was complete at the age of 13, I was sent to the padres of the French missions at Saigon. The old men of the temple in those days were far-seeing. They looked into the future.
They were looking forward to the time when the Khmer Empire would again be a power in the world, I suppose.
Yes, they wished me to know the language and the ways of the rest of the world. Fenlo was sent with me. We were brother priests.
But what has all this to do with our present predicament?
When I was a small boy, Dr. Carter, the priesthood was an honorable body. The priests were brave and strong and wise.
Is that changed now?
All is changed. It is not the same priesthood at all. The wise men have disappeared. The strong have been murdered.
Degeneracy. A case of a very ancient tree decomposing.
No, it is not that. The priesthood is very old. 10, 12, 15 centuries old. Why should it decay in 20 years? No, Doctor. It is not a natural decay.
Do you know what is at the bottom of this disintegration, then?
I do. There have been rumors of a mysterious clan in these jungles. A werewolf has always lived somewhere in the shadows. As a child, I have heard vague stories of terrible jungle orgies, human sacrifices on the altar of the emerald seven-headed cobra, unholy practices.
The Black Mass.
Here in the jungles of Cambodia.
The Black Mass. And all the time that is supposed to have been an evil byproduct of a overly sophisticated civilization.
Hey, I thought you said these Khmers were civilized.
Go on, Daquan. As I get it, this group that participated in this sort of thing had nothing to do with the priesthood as you knew it in your youth.
That is most true. It was hated. The old men did everything in their power to stamp it out.
And while you were away in Saigon and later in the United States, these human wolves in some manner got a foothold in the temple of priests. That right?
That is so. I do not know. But they have turned this ancient temple from a place of honorable worship into a house of abominable practices.
Are all the priests contaminated?
All, Captain Friday, all. Those who refuse to run with the pack and join in the orgies have one by one been slain.
You knew this, yet you brought us to this jungle temple?
But I did not know, Captain Friday. I did not know until I came here and saw for myself.
But what's to happen to all of us, Daquan? How are we to get out of here?
That is what I am coming to, Miss Patricia. Fenlo had come ahead with Dr. Carter and had several days with the priests before I arrived with you.
Yes, and I must say Fenlo was a bad host. I saw nothing of him once we reached the temple. I was left entirely to my own devices.
I know. It is sad to relate that Fenlo was not able to resist the evil ones. When I arrived, he was already bound to them.
Fenlo became one of the werewolves?
I cannot believe he did so without protest. But there was one alternative. Join them or die, as the other good priests have died.
And so he preferred to wallow with the living in their depths of depravity.
He would have gone out tonight for the first time to join the pack.
You stopped him?
I urged him not to go. It was useless. He was prepared to go. When the call of the leader of the pack came, he leaped to his feet
And you tried to prevent him?
I intended to stop him, Captain Friday. But if it was the last thing I should ever do,
Hey, you mean it was Fenlo who ripped you up like this?
it is so.
And after you helped him get away from the ship. What a swell guy.
He was mad, with the madness of the jungle, or he would not have touched me. But he was not yet tainted with the evil of the orgies.
I understand, Taquan. You killed him to save him from defiling himself.
That is true. That is why I killed my friend.
How do you feel?
If I could have some water to drink.
Here, Dr. Carter.
All right, now. Let me lift your head up a bit.
No, let me sit up by myself. I cannot have any weakness now.
Can you do it alone? Good. Here, drink. Enough?
What do you mean, Taquan? What do you mean you can't have any weakness now?
My strength is all that will bring you out of this jungle alive, Mr. Perry. You have no friends anywhere here but me. If I die here you will die also.
You mean we're trapped?
Unless I am able to save you.
You have a way?
I have been lying here, recovering my strength. Now I am ready. It is time to act.
Here, Taquan, you're in no shape to move around.
When there is a need, one can do many things.
But what is there to do?
Make haste to travel the way we have come.
You mean through the Hollow Mountain?
There is no other way.
Hey, you mean we gotta leave this room with all them nuts who think they're wolves swarming around?
It is the only way. And now is the time. When tomorrow dawns and they have returned to their normal selves, they will find Fenlo's body and will know that I am against them. Then it will be too late.
You think we have a good chance of getting to the entrance of the Hollow Mountains?
It has been very still for some time now. All of the members are running with the pack. I think we have a good chance.
What do you say, Chief?
Just one thing. Taquan, you're leading us into danger. If I have the slightest feeling that you're purposely leading us into the hands of the pack, I'll shoot you where you stand.
That is your privilege, Captain Friday.
Good. I just wanted you to understand.
Then are we going now?
We should have food.
There is not time. Once we are at the foot of the Hollow Mountain, there will be food. The horseman who brought us here will be waiting.
But won't there be danger from them?
No. They know nothing of the priesthood or its practices. They know me for a priest. I will do my bidding.
Then the quicker we act, the better.
What about Celia? She's dropped off to sleep here on the rug.
Sheer exhaustion.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't waken her. I'll carry her.
We're going to need all hands if we run into a fight.
Plenty of time to wake her up if we run into danger.
You stood up marvelously well, Patricia.
Oh, but would I give worlds for someone to carry me?
Please hurry. There is great danger. Silence is most necessary.
Well, I'll go help Professor LeBrun with the door.
While they're getting ready, let me talk for a moment. Dr. Carter, you and I'll go first with Taquan. You can give him an arm if he feels weak. Next, Patricia, you follow with Perry and Celia.
Yes, boss.
You, Professor LeBrun, bring up the rear with Skip.
Very well.
All right, then. Open the door. Open the door slowly.
Nothing outside, Captain.
Good. Then let's move along.
Down the corridor to the left, eh, Taquan?
Yes.
The whole place reeks with that wolfish smell.
At the end of the corridor, we come out upon a great open court. Take the stairway downward at the left.
I remember. Anyone see a lurking shadow, let me know. Don't shoot until we're attacked.
No, that would be fatal. Silence is our only hope.
Here. Here's the stairs. Now we begin the descent. All right behind?
Yes, we're close behind. Celia hasn't opened her eyes since Perry picked her up.
Sleeping like a babe.
Oh, I could die when I think about us having to climb down all those suspension ladders. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
What a mess this expedition's turned out.
Well, I suppose we should feel lucky to get out of here with our lives. Be careful, Perry. Both of you would be killed if you fell down this long stairway with Celia in your arms.
Mind keeping your hand on my arm to steady me?
Yeah.
There, that's fine.
Dr. Carter's a good sport, isn't he? Here he's come all the way from San Francisco, and Now, just when he's on the point of finding something, he has to leave.
Not a peep out of him.
The expedition must have cost him a lot, too.
Oh, that doesn't hurt him half as much as the fact that he's getting along in years. This is probably his last opportunity of doing research work in Cambodia.
Oh, it's a shame.
Be careful at the bottom of these stairs. Hug the wall. Remember, this path leads along a bottomless chasm.
Well, anyway, it's dark. I couldn't do this if I could see where I was walking.
Probably won't light the torches until we start down the ladders.
Wouldn't it be perfectly ghastly if we should meet some of those animal people on this narrow path?
We'd be in plenty of trouble. Are Professor LeBrun and Skip Turner right behind us?
Well, I can't see anything in the dark. You behind us, Professor? Professor LeBrun. Skip.
It's queer.
They don't answer.
You don't suppose those wolfmen are slipping up on us from the rear?
Skip! Professor, answer me! Oh, we've lost them. We've lost them.
Led by the Khmer student, Taquan, the Dr. Carter party is slipping swiftly and silently from the Temple of Priests, down the stairway under the monastery, and along the narrow precipice in the hollow mountain beneath. Presently, they must descend tier after tier of suspension ladders and bridges to get to the valley level below. Just now, they are groping in the darkness on the narrow pathway along the bottomless chasm. Patricia calls softly over her shoulder.
Professor LeBrun, are you right behind us?
What's the matter? Why don't they answer?
Skip Turner. Professor LeBrun.
Quiet, Patricia. You mustn't shout.
Oh, Professor. Why didn't you answer me? Is Skip there?
Why, sure. We waited back around the corner to see if we was being followed.
Oh, you frightened us. Stay close behind.
Right behind you, Patricia. We'd better go ahead.
Sure. We're stepping on your heels. Hey, if you get tired, Perry, I'll take Seeley and you can come back here.
Getting along nicely for the present.
Gonna hang on to a good thing while you got it, huh? I don't blame you.
You folks are making too much noise back there.
Hey, teacher. This here expedition's kind of a frost for you, ain't it?
Frost? Well, now, Skip, I wouldn't exactly put it that way.
Yeah, I know, Professor LeBrun, but just the same, you and Dr. Carter ain't seen nothing you come to see.
Skip, we've seen many, many things. We've witnessed one of the greatest tragedies in all history.
Yeah?
I've seen a prophecy defeated. I've seen what promised to be a great nation die unborn. I've seen men turned into devils.
Hey, what you talking about, Professor?
You have seen the same things, too, but you haven't recognized them as such.
Yeah? I don't get it.
Does that mean you'd like an explanation?
Why, sure. No, I think you and Dr. Carter have been stung on this trip.
You recall the story of the seven-headed cobra of Tapram?
You mean the Emerald Idol on a base of gold?
Yes. And you recall the prophecy that declared the Khmer kingdom would be re-established when it came again to light?
Sure, I remember.
I have seen that Emerald Tapram cobra. It is recovered and is now in the vaults of the temple above us.
Yeah? And does that mean there's going to be a grand rush of people into the jungle to rebuild this kingdom, like what the prophet said?
No. That is why Dr. Carter says we have lived to see a prophecy defeated. The priests of Khmer have broken faith. They have become worse than devil worshippers. With the exception of Taquan, there is not a single worthy leader among them.
Oh, well, then the whole thing's going to flop, huh?
The great nation that was to be is this very moment dying unborn. And the men who were to lead the Khmers into this vast jungle to rebuild the old civilization are running in packs, howling like wolves, the slaves of their own passions. They've made devils out of themselves. And the new kingdom of Khmer is lost.
Oh, golly, Captain Friday will be tickled pink to hear that. Hey, if you're sure about that, well, then his job up here's done.
Yes, he can return to Saigon and tell the French government that there will not be an uprising among the people of Cambodia during our lives, nor during the lives of our children. It will take generations to build a new Khmer priesthood out of the vile filth that now occupies the temple of the priests.
Oh, that's great. And with Fenlo dead, well, we killed two birds with one stone.
Oh, it is the end of a dream. Poor Taquan. What a tragic day for him. His friend dead at his own hands. His hopes of leading his people out of slavery and back into the promised land gone forever. Poor chap.
Yeah, but still, I don't see what Dr. Carter got out of this trip. That is, except seeing that cockeyed emerald cobra for a minute.
Skip,
Out of this experience, Dr. Carter will be able to add a new chapter to the history of the East.
Skip, where are you?
Oh, right here, Patricia.
Oh, well, Captain Friday says we're almost to the place where we start down the ladders. Is everything all right?
Yeah, tell him okay.
Oh, what was that?
They're on our trail. Dr. Carter, the werewolves are after us. Get on the ladders, quick!
Can they follow us down the ladders?
They not only can, but will.
Perry Mills, put down the girl. Here we are at the ladders. We'll have to light a torch to see what we're doing.
A misstep now means death.
Here, I have a torch lighted. Now then, Taquan, you know the way. You first.
I would rather stay behind, where the attack is to be.
Taquan, you said yourself that our lives depended upon your safety. It's your duty.
I bow to your will.
Good. Easy now. All right?
I am on the ladder.
All right, Patricia. You next.
Oh, I'm afraid.
Quickly. Taquan will steady you.
Oh, boss.
Steady, Patricia. Grit your teeth.
Of course. It's silly of me. Catch me if I fall, Taquan.
Oh, do not be afraid, Miss Patricia.
Oh, there.
Are you all right?
Oh, don't worry about me.
Well, quick, then. Perry, is Celia awake?
No, still out like she was drugged.
Well, never mind. You give it to me. Now, down on the ladder with you.
Yeah.
Now, take her in your arms.
Down a little more. Black as night here on the ladder.
You got her?
Okay, Captain Friday.
All right. Move down the ladder with Taquan. All right, Professor. You're next.
Hadn't I better wait?
Are you going to argue, too?
Well, have it your own way. Here I come, Gary.
Right here, Professor.
Now you, Dr. Carter.
You and Skip first.
Do what I tell you, Doctor.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I'm the head of this expedition. You will please descend.
Hey, for crying out loud, get a move on. Listen at him coming up yonder.
This is against my will.
Now then, follow the captain, Skip.
That's okay by me.
Hi there, Doctor. Harry, the entire pack is descending on us.
I'm coming now. Steady my foot on the ladder, Skip.
Now, careful. There you are. Now you're all set. Hey, I got a notion to take a pot shot up the path.
Don't you dare, Skip. They can't know how far ahead we are. A shot would give us away.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
The best thing is to get down the ladder as fast as possible. We don't want to lose track of the others.
Well, I'm doing my darndest. I ain't much shakes at going down a ladder backwards. It's too bad we can't get a gang of them on one of the ladders and cut it loose. Send about a dozen head first down the cliff.
That is our final hope, Mr. Skip.
You hear, Taquan? I thought you'd be way down the ladder with Perry and the girls.
I waited. My place is with the fighters.
Hey, I'm getting kinks in my legs. I can't keep up this pace on a ladder.
None of you can. On the other hand, those who pursue us are as agile as monkeys. It is no use trying to escape them. Our one hope is to select a suitable place and stand and fight.
Will they have weapons?
Here, knives. Much more effective weapons in hand-to-hand fighting than guns.
Well, I'll take my chances with a gun.
They'll be down on us so fast, you won't have an opportunity for more than one shot apiece. Already, they are on the ladders.
They're gaining on us.
Hello, Chief. What's a good word?
We've got to make a stand, Dr. Carter. The girls can't go much further.
I was afraid so.
Hey, couldn't we tear loose one of the ladders above? That will stop them.
As easily dislodge the mountain itself. These ladders are built on logs embedded in the granite walls of the mountain.
Well, the ladder's only wide enough for two at a time. We can kill them as fast as they come.
Oh, do not be optimistic, Captain. They do not climb down the ladder. They swarm.
It's useless, Patricia. I can't carry Celia any further.
Boss,
Not so loud, Patricia. We're just behind you.
boss, we can't go on. Perry and I are finished.
Well, that settles it. We'll fight here.
The time has come then.
Perry, take off your belt. Here's mine. Strap Celia to the ladder. We'll need every man for the fight.
Okay. Patricia, can you hold her against the ladder a moment?
Yes, I think so.
There. Put the strap around under her arms, and you can kind of hold her. That'll ease the strain.
Oh, boss, I'm so tired. I could just let go and tumble down.
Stop that kind of talk.
I wonder how far it is.
Oh, we can't be halfway down. It must be a couple of 1,000 feet.
If one was to fall, he'd roll clear to the bottom, I suppose.
Yes. Remember, there's a bottomless chasm at the foot of the ladders. You'd go out of existence forever.
Yeah. Oh, but they're getting close.
Got your gun?
Yes, of course.
Now listen, Patricia. If the worst comes to the worst, save 2 cartridges.
Oh, Perry.
Now, don't let yourselves be taken by those priests.
Oh, it's horrible.
Promise.
Yes, I promise.
Perry, when you get Celia tied, come up the ladder beside Skip.
I'm right with you.
All right. Is everyone in position? Now, Dr. Carter and myself in front. Next down, Taquan and Professor Lebrun. Third row, Skip and Perry.
Oh, look here, Captain. What is this? The last great roll call?
Hey, looky, teacher, if you're planning to become an angel, you better start growing your wings in a hurry. You're going to need them if you leave the ladder suddenly.
Hey, they're certainly taking their time in getting here. I thought they were right on top of us.
It is the hollow echo that makes them seem so close.
Well, bring them on and get it over with.
Do not fret, my friend. They will be over only too soon.
One last word. No one is to fire until I give the word. We can't take a chance of missing. When we know exactly where they are, Dr. Carter and I will fire. 2 shots apiece. We'll drop down against the ladder, and Taquan and the professor will fire. They'll hug the ladder, and Perry and Skip will fire 2 shots, and that'll leave us plenty of cartridges for hand-to-hand work. You
Gotcha,
understand?
Chief.
Okay. And Patricia,
Yes, boss.
I'm sorry I haven't time to come down to you. Don't lose your nerve.
Oh, all right. Good luck, boss.
Here they come. Are you ready, Doctor?
Ready, Captain?
Wasn't so blasted dark. Well, there they are. Let them have it. Down, Doctor, down.
I'll let them duck one, old son.
Out of the way, you guys. Give it to him, Perry.
You bet.
Oh, I say you wanted to know. Well, there it is. 2 men. It was you or me.
We've driven them off. They're running back up the ladder.
Oh, I say, Captain. There's a fight going on up ahead. Who is it?
I hear it, but I can't see. Is that you, Skip?
No. Oh, here I am. You still here, Perry?
Right alongside.
Where's Taquan?
Taquan! Taquan!
Doesn't answer.
Where's Dr. Carter?
Doctor! Doctor! Hey, maybe they're both in it.
Captain! Captain, give me a hand! Quick!
The doctor, grab him!
It's too late.
Hey, you mean Taquan and Dr. Carter was thrown off that ladder?
Yes. They're both gone.
I dived 1,000 feet into that black hole.
Dr. Howard Carter has led his final expedition into the mysteries of the past. He came into Cambodia in defiance of a fate that overwhelmed and destroyed 30 million citizens of the ancient Khmer Kingdom. But he was not strong enough. And like the 30 millions, he too passes into oblivion. And with him went the only honorable priest of the Cambodian jungle, Taquan. You have just heard the 9th episode of The Cobra King Strikes Back, the 10th and final episode, entitled The Amazing End of an Expedition, comes to you next week at the same time. You are listening to Adventures by Morse.